Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful evening. And for those of you that do join tonight, thank you so much for watching my show and giving me the time out every day to, just watch some rando do, whatever it is that I end up doing or hearing whatever it is that I say. Tonight, we're going to talk about something near and dear to my heart. For those of you that don't know and haven't been watching and haven't been, keeping up with since the beginning of me joining YouTube, I've been doing some pretty legit heavy training, trying to get my body back in what I would consider to be decent shape, muscle tone wise, body fat percentage wise. I just want to be generally more healthy. And I've always been a health nut. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do any drugs whatsoever. Um, you know, I like to watch what I eat. I like to watch what goes in my body. I like to cook my own food. Tonight I made steak and salad and potatoes au gratin, everything from scratch. Potatoes au gratin didn't come out exactly great. They tasted all right, but it wasn't creamy. Creamy. Anyways, tonight I want to talk about corn, and specifically what corn is and what it's doing to our food industry, and exactly why we have corn in almost everything. Um, I, you know, I get harped on a lot because I'm such a stickler for certain things, and people say that I, dig my own hole, or, I go down a rabbit hole. Well, this one I'm not going to give up on. When I was in the Philippines, I noticed something, and I've been trying to talk to people about this and try to talk to nutritionists about this, and I've been trying to get their opinion on exactly what was going on and why certain things were happening. And to be completely clear, when I was in the Philippines, I did things that I never do here. I ate cake. Okay, I had a piece of fucking pie. I had a Danish, and I would say I probably had 5 pieces of cake while I was there in 17 days. And I ate pretty much whatever I wanted. I had their bread, and I don't ever eat bread. I don't ever eat sweets. I don't ever eat, or I should say never. It's very rare when I do, because when I do have something like a piece of cake or, like a donut or something, it really does affect me. It makes me sick. It didn't make me sick while I was there. And granted, everything's in different language, but some of the stuff wasn't in different language. And I was reading the labels on a lot of the things there. They don't have corn syrup and cornstarch and MSG in really anything. There was a mango shake I had at this Korean restaurant, and obviously there was something wrong with it, because it didn't taste right. It gave me a stomachache afterwards. But other than that, everything that I ate while I was in the Philippines was good. It didn't make me sick like it does here. And let me be specific. If I were to eat a piece of chocolate cake, just regular chocolate cake here, like go to Cheesecake Factory and get the layered chocolate cake that they have, I'm gonna have stomach issues for probably about 2 days. I don't want to go into detail about it, but it's not very fun. Okay, so I basically avoid it, and it has something to do with the complex way that they treat the wheat. I can't have corn syrup because corn syrup doesn't agree with me. Cornstarch, same thing. MSG, same thing. So whatever it is that's in the food here, it's not there. So then I started asking myself a question. All right, so what's going to happen, when I go back? And I've been reading labels like crazy, and it's to say that there is more things that I ever thought possible that has corn in it is not an understatement. I mean, there's corn starch in Miracle Whip. There's cornstarch in shredded cheese bags. There's cornstarch in mayonnaise. There's corn syrup in some of the mayonnaises and some of the Miracle Whips, or that type, Ooh, lemon pie. What's up, man? Hey, haven't seen you in a minute, dude. How are you? And I know that you guys are wondering where I'm going with this, okay? And you're wondering what I'm trying to talk about. Well, I have a theory, and I can't prove this yet. And I'm not going to say that it's fact until I know it's a fact. But I think that a lot of the obesity and a lot of the problems that we have here in America with people that are overweight have to do with a very simple concept. I didn't gain weight when I was in the Philippines. I lost weight. Okay. And remember what I said. I ate bread and pie and cake while I was there. That's insane. I don't eat it when I'm here, and I have to do everything that I can just to lose like a pound. I lost 3.5 inches off my waistline and just about 4.5 pounds when I was in the Philippines. And I ate whatever the fuck I wanted. Now, I did work out every day just like I do here. I think I rested for 2 days while I was there. So, and I was in the jungle for a while too, up in the mountains. And all we had in the mountains was like rice and meat and vegetables. You know, there wasn't really a lot to eat there. But, and I had bananas while I was there too, which I normally don't have because it's too high in sugar. But it can't be a coincidence that they don't use certain things like MSG. I don't know if it's not allowed, but it's not in their food. You know, I know that certain countries have certain regulations on things, and certain countries do certain things differently than other countries when it comes to like what they're allowed to eat and what they're not allowed to eat. Because we grow so much of it. It's so cheap for food, processed, use it ingredients. Yeah. And lemon, you know, I've discovered a couple things, man, about it too, though. Like corn syrup is a byproduct. It's basically the poop of corn. Okay, so if you want to look at it like that, okay, human body's not meant to digest corn syrup, and it's not meant to digest byproducts of food. You know that what is it? That pink paste that apparently is in like McDonald's, and you know, I've noticed things, you know, I don't eat fast food, you know, unless I absolutely have to. I do not eat any fast food. I mean, I basically have to be like in the middle of nowhere, don't have any access to cook my own food. And it's like a last resort. Okay. I'll buy a bag of beef jerky and a bag of peanuts usually before I eat fast food. But when you go to eat fast food, Taco Bell, Burger King, Whataburger, McDonald's, and I even consider Panera to be in there too. You know, you're going to have highly processed food. You know, what's that woman did that still frame back when YouTube was brand new. She did that still frame of the McDonald's hamburger where she took like a hamburger. She got no mayonnaise, no ketchup, no nothing on it. And for 180 days, she took a picture of it every day. It didn't change for 180 days. It looked exactly the same. I say exactly the same. It looked pretty much the same as it did on the first day she bought it. I try to never consume corn syrup, but yeah, it's in so much. So here's my theory, Lemon. This is what I got. All right. And again, it's a theory. I'm going to work on it. I'm going to try to get proof before I say this is real. But I do believe that this is going to be at least remotely close to the truth or pretty dead on. But I think corn syrup and corn byproducts like cornstarch, modified food starch, when you see that on there, MSG, I think that has a lot to do with the allergies that we have and with the fact that we're so overweight. And I'm not going to go to other stuff right now. We'll talk about processed sugar and we'll talk about processed wheat later. Right now, I want to focus on corn syrup because it's literally in everything. Literally. Figuratively speaking, it's in everything. I went to the grocery store this weekend. I've already told this to a couple people. Okay. I went to the grocery store this weekend. I went to Market Street, which is kind of a high dollar. Those of you that don't know, it's kind of like, you know, where the soccer moms go to show off their yoga pants and show off that they have like a Lexus or a Mercedes. It's like a high dollar kind of grocery store. It's not the highest, but it's one of the higher ones. And I went to Walmart. All right. And I just picked up stuff that I've been eating either since I was a kid or, you know, 10, 15, 20 years. Stuff I've been eating for a lot. I can't think of anything other than one package of beef jerky out of like 25 different beef jerky products that didn't have MSG, modified food starch, modified cornstarch, or corn syrup in it. Okay. And that's beef jerky. I mean, it was in so many things. Like it just blew me away. What'd you say, bro? I don't doubt it that corn syrup causes weight gain. I don't even think it's just weight gain, Lemon. I think it's so much more. Okay. I was doing some research on something else a while back. How the grip strength as men is down by like 25 or 35%. I forget what the number is, but grip strength in men, specifically just men, not women, but it's down, but it's either 25 or 35%. So And I contributed it to the fact that we don't have a lot of athletes anymore. Guys are playing video games now. They're doing this and on their phones, more than, because when I grew up, our daily allotment of fun was going outside, playing in the creek, going doing stupid shit in the woods, coming home covered in fucking mud and shit. That was what we did. So we were rough and tough, and I mean, we had a completely different childhood than a lot of kids have today. But I think it's more than that. I think it has to do with what we're eating too. I mean, if we're eating faux food, right? Faux is just a fancy word for fake. If we're eating faux food and we're not supposed to digest it, it's got to have some kind of triggering effect inside of our body. It's got to do something to us, especially if we're consuming it over a long period of time. I don't know what it is yet. Like I said, I'm going to talk to some biologists. I'm going to talk to some scientists that I know. I'm going to talk to a couple people before I go off, because right now I'm basically just a redneck, stupid dumbass that's got a theory. That's all I am right now. And I want to have more facts before I come forward with anything. I kind of want to just kind of test the waters with it. But I can show you guys something that I have brought up a lot of times. Like, a lot of people don't know this, but the original color of a carrot is purple. It's not orange. We changed the color of carrots. We did. We genetically altered them. It's like a kid that's eating a watermelon that's never had a seed in it. Watermelons have seeds, and we genetically altered them so that they don't have seeds. So I want to show you guys this, and just to kind of give you guys an example. Let me back up before we go to that one. Here, all I did was type in, what is the original color of corn? Okay, because when I grew up, the cornfields where I grew up, we didn't have yellow cornfields. Our cornfields looked more like this one right here. Let me see if I can pull this up. Let's go to images. See this corn right here? Let me blow this up. Here. This is what, it's kind of like a mixture between these two. This is what the corn looked like when I grew up, and this one too, right here. Every now and then I would see this and I would see this, but a majority of the time, this is what our corn looked like right here. Okay. Now, whenever we would eat canned corn from the store, it looked like the yellow corn, out of we had cream corn. Those of you guys that know what cream corn is, it's amazing. It's like this, really good, creamy, sweet thing. It's basically a dessert on your plate. But they serve it, and they try to tell you corn is, a good source of nutrients. That's also a lie, because corn doesn't have any good nutrients in it. It's basically just sweetener. That's all it is. And we're now using it for fuel. We're using it for a filler. We're using, I believe, cornstarch or corn syrup is also used as a preservative. Okay, so, and we're digesting it too. So I'm kind of going off on the deep end here. I'm kind of, let's see, what'd you say, brother? Blue or purple corn is healthier. Yeah, and that article that I had up here, let me show you that article. This one, right? Where was it? It was right here. Check this out. All right, so corn goes back thousands upon thousands of years. It comes from the Indians, right? We came here on the Mayflower, blah blah blah, slaughter other people, took other shit. Check this out. But it's perhaps the sacred blue corn, Nada Dulis or Dutlish in Navajo, or Sakwa in Hopi, that has brought native peoples of this continent the most blessings, and is the corn most often grown by indigenous Americans. Blue corn is central to the culture of many southwestern tribes, including the Hopi and the Navajo, and the Pueblos along the Rio Grande River. Look up here. What is the summer? White corn is used, traditional kneel down bread, fez, shebez, Navajo cooked corn that's slow roasted on coals, blah, blah, blah. Red corn is used in ceremonies for young girls. Yellow corn is for weddings. I didn't know all that shit, but hey, anyways, my only point is this, okay? Like I'm just saying, like, if we're putting corn syrup and everything, right? And again, I will talk about modified sugar or the bleached sugar, because sugar's not white, guys. I don't know if you guys know that or not, but that white sugar that you're buying at the store, that the bleached sugar, I like to call it, that's not sugar. That's processed sugar. You're not supposed to digest that. Your body doesn't like it. It hates it, actually. And there's a reason why you have to put 5 spoons of it in your coffee for it to make it sweet. All right, because it is sugar, but it's not like sugar. It's not real sugar. Brown sugar, not like the cakey brown sugar, like the ones you use when you're baking. That's different. But sugar, when you get it in its raw form, it's all chunky and brown. You can actually see crystals and everything. It's pretty cool, and it tastes a lot better too. And you got to use like 1 spoon. It's awesome, and it doesn't make you sick when you eat it. All right. Half the reason why we have the stomach issues that we have, I guarantee you, has to do with sugar, wheat, and some variation of corn. I mean, again, this is just a theory, okay? But I ate at least 5 pieces of cake, a piece of pie, and a Danish. And I ate rice and bread and rice products while I was in the Philippines, and I lost weight. I mean, look at my face. My face is actually thinner, okay? And ever since I got back, I've been going through everything. I've been throwing everything that's got corn out, everything that's got modified food starch, modified cornstarch, corn syrup, MSG. If it's in my house, it's gone. All right. I even went and looked at shit that I didn't even think about, right? Like Buffalo Wild Wings. Those of you that are outside the country that don't know what Buffalo Wild Wings is, used to be a really cool hot wings place, sports place, but now it's all I don't want to say woked out, but it's been industrialized. So the food tastes like shit now. And, they used to have like hot girls there. And now it's like fat college chicks that's had been ran through by the football team. Anyways, it's gone downhill. But they used to have the best sauces. They had this garlic Parmesan sauce that was off the fucking chain, right? So I went through all of my Buffalo Wild Wing sauces that I keep for special occasions. I had 7 of them. All 7 had either 1 or 2 modified cornstarch or corn syrup in it. I mean, what the fuck do you need corn syrup for in a buffalo wing sauce or a garlic Parmesan sauce? Why is there corn syrup in fucking mayonnaise? There was a couple of really weird ones too. Dude, Super Spur, what's up? Oh my God, dude, welcome, man, welcome. It's good to see you, bro. I missed you on the hour-long one yesterday. And by the way, sorry about that broadcast, dude. We were having technical issues. It wasn't broadcasting. The sound was bad. I mean, I don't know what the fuck was going on. Yeah, and thank you, man. I'm so glad to be back. I'm so glad to be fucking healthy, dude. Oh, by the way, that shit was crazy, man. This whole area of my face right here was swollen. It caused me to have pink eye because the sinus. I didn't know this, but if you get a bad enough sinus infection, then it causes you to have pink eye. I got it in both eyes at the exact same time. I woke up and my eyes were just like crusted shut. The best the doctors told me was I probably picked up something on the plane on the way back. It took a couple days for it to manifest, but it was no shit, dude. Whatever the fuck that motherfucker was, it was no shit. But anyways, so thank you for welcoming me back. And Lemon, everyone, if you guys didn't watch my last podcast. Oh, by the way, I just dropped a new video with Lucian and Perseus doing the little water thing. So I think I got 370 views. It's pretty cute. Go check it out if you want to. It's pretty badass. It's only I think 50 seconds long. So, I got a lot of support from you guys when I was sick, and I didn't realize you guys were going to miss me that much and that you guys like watching me that much. But look, I made all of you a promise when I first started this. I'm not stopping this, until they kick me off, so I ain't going nowhere. I'm glad you guys like what I do, and I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep bringing these crazy motherfuckers in front of us and keep telling you guys the stories that no one wants to hear. We're going to talk a little about the Ohio thing tonight when we're done with this. I've actually got a good little 3-minute video with Dave Rubin. I think you guys are going to enjoy it. We're going to talk about the balloons in that video. We're going to talk about the Ohio train crash. There's a lot of things that I believe that's going on right now that we probably can't even talk about. Oh, I've totally forgot this. Damn it, I forgot to say this at the beginning of every single show. Minecraft, YouTube, everything that we say and have said is in Minecraft. Whatever. Anyways, go fuck yourself. But to finish up with the corn syrup thing, okay, because one of the issues that I have, whenever I'm training someone or even training myself, is there's that stubborn middle area of your body where you just kind of like cake on fat. All right. And it's called the spare tire, the love handles, and it's really hard to work off. Guys, I lost 3 inches of that when I was over there. Like, no shit. I came back and my pants didn't fit. I returned 3 pants today over at Costco because they were too big. I returned them. 2 of them were brand new. 1 of them I'd worn. Yeah. So it can't be a coincidence. At least I don't think it is personally. I'll find out professionally from people that know a lot more about this than I do. And I'm going to find out what the side effects are of consuming corn syrup. And now that I'm cutting it out, I'm very curious to see exactly the effects it's going to have on me, because I will not be eating corn syrup unless I just don't know that it's in there. I will not be eating any corn products, no corn chips, no nothing. Because like I was showing you guys the pictures of the different colors of corn, if they're changing the color of our vegetables and they're changing, making grapes or apples taste like grapes and shit, then that means that they're doing something to the makeup of our shit, right? So if they're changing the way our food is and they're changing the food that we eat, I mean, something else that I thought about was eggs when I was growing up, they had that deep, dark color. And I saw those eggs over in the Philippines. And it blew me away because I had totally forgotten what the eggs look like. When I was eating eggs over there, they had that dark color. Eggs over here don't have that color. I mean, I guess maybe they do if you go like someone that has like a farm, like free range chickens. But the eggs we buy in the store, they're not free range chickens. Those are the ones that get all fat and shit and they never walk and they're just like pumping out eggs every fucking day. I lost a lot of weight in the Philippines too. Yeah, see, I'm telling you. Dude, I was eating bread, super. Bread. I never fucking eat bread unless it's like gluten-free and we make it here from scratch. I was eating bread, cake. Oh my God, dude. It was so good too. I had pancakes when I was over there. I was drinking a lot more water. I ate tons of rice, but all the vapor out of your butt with the small organic rice. Yeah, I was eating Jasmine. I bought a 25 kilogram bag for the family that I was staying with, and it was good. I mean, we had rice every fucking day, dude. It was awesome. And I ate whatever the fuck I wanted. And something else that was cool that I have to say is, one thing over here, especially because I don't eat a lot of sweets, like I was telling you, I drink black coffee. I try to stay away from sweets in general. Like the sweetest thing I usually eat is like I'll eat pure chocolate, like something that you read on the back. It's like cocoa, real cane sugar, whole milk or something. Okay. That's like as sweet as I get. Or unless I make it myself. Like sometimes I'll make my own dough and I make my own cobbler or whatever. But the things over there were not super sweet. And I could drink like I had this, they made this at the hotel. They made this really good cappuccino. I put nothing in it. The thing was perfect. And this is like a little bit of cinnamon. It was just semi-sweet. It was perfect. Everything over there was like, natural or the sugar that was in it was just a little bit and it was enough. So, here we go. It's good for you guys. You lost weight. We're talking about your country, Luis. All right. We're bragging about your country. Oh, I missed you, Lemon. Also, when people come here, yeah. So that's another thing. This is something very, thank you, Lemon. Dude, a fat person over there is like a skinny person here. No shit. I'm not joking. All right. Like the fattest dude that was there was like, that I saw was like 30 pounds. There was a couple of fat chicks and a couple of fat dudes. Okay. Not everybody there was in shape, but like their fat chick here is like some of our soccer moms that consider themselves to be like 10s on fucking Instagram. Okay. Like no shit, man. Like it was fucking ridiculous. I ate about 3 bowls of rice and then I feel a jog. Yeah. Rice over that country is good. Yep. Long rice in the States is, see, and I was wondering about that too. I mean, because how deep does this is a rabbit hole that I'm in. What are they affecting? What are they putting in our food? What in our food exactly is it that's making us retain and gain weight? I mean, look, I agree with the rest of the world that America has way too many obese people. I agree with that 100%. But I refuse to believe it's because every single person in the United States of America that's fat and overweight is lazy. okay? Because I'm not lazy, but I'm always carrying a couple extra pounds on me. And it's like, dude, what the fuck do I have to do to lose those extra pounds? And it can't be because I'm a fat slob when I eat, because I eat nothing but healthy food. You know, I have my cheat days, but my cheat days are like things that I know that have healthy shit in them. It's ridiculous. Spurg, so is short grain better? Oh, okay. Yeah. Yep. Long rice has arsenic and crap. No shit. Fuck, I didn't know that. Yeah, okay. I tried juicing, but I juiced a ham. I don't. What was that? You remember Living Color? All right, they brought the old man juicer on. Remember, and he'd have his little skit, and he would like juice his socks and shit. That was so gross. It would like come out green. It's like, I juice my socks. I was rather be fat than be hungry. But then again, it's unhealthy. Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, I'm not saying that everyone's got to be in like Olympic shape. That's not what I'm saying. Okay. But look, when you got to use a motorized cart to go around Walmart to put more of the shit in it that's making you fat, you're too fat. Okay. I mean, not every person is going to be able to run 3 miles. Not every person can be a fucking track star or a boxer or a martial artist. All right. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is you should be able to tie your own shoes without losing breath. You should be able to walk up a couple flights of stairs, okay? You should be able to play with your kids out in the yard, you know? Sitting in front of the Netflix, you know, eating your fifth fucking hot dog that's processed food. Oh, that's another thing. So I was like, all right, again, how deep does a rabbit hole go? So I went over to the hot dog section. Every single hot dog from Oscar Mayer has either modified cornstarch or corn syrup or both. What the fuck is corn syrup doing in a fucking hot dog? I mean, at least America Whip, it makes sense because it's sweet. Okay, but why is it in a fucking hot dog? You know, and they have the healthy turkey ones now, and I've had them. They taste good. Okay, the healthy turkey ones had the highest content of fucking corn syrup. It was like the second fucking ingredient. Word. I'd rather be healthy and overweight by 2 pounds. See, like, again, you know, there's nothing wrong with being a little heavy, okay? Like, you can be 5 or 10 pounds overweight and live a relatively good life, all right? But when you start pushing that, and remember, 317 pounds, okay? Like, my knees hurt every day. I'd wake up, my back would be hurting because my stomach was sticking out so far that it was doing this to my back. You know, this is how you want to be. This is what I was doing. All right. So when you get to a certain weight, your body can't fucking handle that, man. If you're on a 5'4" frame and you're 300 fucking pounds, dude, you're fucked. All right. I don't know what to tell you. All right. You're screwed. You fucked up your body. You're fucking up your knees. You're fucking up your ankles. You know, when I was in Cambodia and Philippines, I was stuck without food a couple times. So I know what hunger is. Yeah. My theory is they put it in everything, so you start to crave it and buy the crap. I don't doubt that that's it. I mean, dude, have you seen the line? Here, do an experiment. Next time that you're out, all right, like during the day, between 11 and 1 o'clock, drive around those like little central locations where they put all the fast food places. They're wrapped around the fucking buildings, man. When I drive past a McDonald's or a Chick-fil-A, dude, there's literally a line of cars. You know, they have the double lanes now. They have an employee that stands outside, 2 or 3 employees that stand outside directing traffic to come and get fucking fast food. I mean, it's like this. It's like this horrible system of let's be as fucking unhealthy as we possibly can be. But it's got to be more than that, Lemon. Like, look, what if it's making us docile? Again, conspiracy theory. Don't have any proof for this, but look, the grip strength going down. Men are acting more feminine. You know, men are looking more feminine. They're walking and acting. They're talking softer. They're losing testosterone. How the fuck is a 21-year-old dude going to T therapy? When I was fucking 21 years old, I could jack off 12 times a day and fuck all night. I mean, what the fuck? Okay, so and when you start to take a step back and you start drawing, I do the circle charts, and you start connecting all the fucking lines to everything, and then everything has corn syrup in it. Everything's got modified food starch. Everything's got bleached sugar, fucking modified wheat, because, dude, wheat ain't supposed to be white, guys. That flour that you're making your bread with out of the flour bags that's white, that's bleached wheat. And we eat that shit. Also, in Latin countries, I felt to know what hunger was. Here in America, everyone's stomach is overworked with lack of exercise. I'm not saying that exercise isn't a factor. I'm simply saying it's not the only factor. Okay? I don't believe in that crap that fucking stupid woman said. The black lady that came out was like 2 weeks ago, and they made a big deal about it. She was like, it actually has nothing to do with exercise as food. It has to do with racism, and it has to do with how you're born and who you're born to. Go fuck yourself, lady. Asshole. Because there's an entire generation of people, they're going to watch her say that and go, see, I'm a victim. Professional victims. The way we eat is like farmers and hard labor people. The way we eat is like farmers at work. Yeah. You jacked up 20 times a day. It's why you have grip strength. Yeah. Dude, that was 21. That was a lifetime ago. But what I'm saying is there are men that are being diagnosed at like 21 years old with low T. That's not normal. When you're 21 years old, you're trying to fuck the pillow. I mean, you're so fucking horny all the time. Remember what it's like to be 21? Like, dude, every chick that walks past you, like the wind could blow on your crotch and you're like, ugh. I mean, it's like, fuck. But there's 21-year-olds going to low T centers? I mean, there, again, I know that I'm spouting conspiracy theory like crazy here, but it's got to be something. Like, there's got to be a part of this that's got some kind of truth to it. All right. I mean, what if like, okay, here's something that I know for a fact. Like, the term soy boy. Okay. If you drink soy milk, you're drinking estrogen. And if you're a man and you drink estrogen, no matter how small the dosage is, it lowers your testosterone. So if we're eating, tofu and soybean shit and all that fucking insect burgers, the fake eggs and shit, all that's got soy in it, which is estrogen. Okay? Don't eat that shit. It's fucking poison, just like the rest of this shit is. But it's poison specifically designed to make you feminine. I mean, we get called out and told that we're fucking stupid and crazy whenever we say there's an attack on masculinity in this country. Well, aren't you telling us to drink soy milk? In modern time, we don't do farming jobs no more. No, it's like the whole thing about talking to, because no sex before marriage. Remember this? Okay. No children out of wedlock. All right. The farm girl from 1920 during the fucking Great Depression all the way through the Dust Bowl leading up to World War II. It's not like she had Twitter or fucking Instagram. She didn't have fucking swipe left options. Her father found the most viable male with the most money, with the biggest family, and married her off. That's how it worked. Okay? I'm not saying that that's the best situation. It wasn't always, but it's how they did, and it's what they did to survive. So when you have an entire generation of women that get told every day by 200 men, you're a fucking 10, that's going to fuck with their heads. It's going to give them, basically the bullshit factor inside their brain is going to go up through the roof. And they're going to constantly think that not only are they victims and they've been oppressed their entire life, but they're also going to think that they're all princesses. That's why you see Asian, old, and young at the park at 4 a.m. Meanwhile, old people here go to the library and Applebee's, then sleep. That's true. Don't they do morning exercises, I think, too? Hey, LA, what's up? I didn't know soy was bad until now. It's not bad for women. I mean, dude, if you're a chick, I I don't see any reason. I mean, again, I'm not an expert in this field, but I don't think there would be a problem as, okay, everything in moderation, okay? You should always drink, multiple things. Don't just drink soy milk is what I'm saying. But I mean, if it's got estrogen, all that's going to do is help a woman, right? I don't know if you can overdose on estrogen. You can overdose on testosterone. You can take too much of it. But I don't think it would really have a problem. But I mean, if you're drinking like 5 soy lattes a day, that's probably going to affect you, Or if all you're doing is eating soybean products, that's probably going to be bad for you too. Too much soy is bad. I heard retard rhetoric saying Asian rice makes men go gay. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say that there's overly gay people in Asia. They do treat gays differently. And remember, ladyboys are just kind of a part of the culture there. Like ladyboys are like on the street, just like another person. It's just, life. Or the Applebee's inside the library. That's funny. Yeah, like having a serving of edamame can't be bad. I mean, edamame is good, but I'm not going to have edamame fucking 3 times a day, I like my edamame like in the soy sauce and take it, pick it, eat that shit. But anyways, all right. So anyways, to close this out, we spent way too much time on fucking corn syrup. Look, I'm going to do a lot more research. I'm going to do a lot more studying. I'm going to talk to a bunch of people and try to get as much information on this as I can. And then I'm going to come out with like a statement, an actual statement, make a t-shirt or something. And, because again, I refuse to believe that we have an entire country full of fat people because they're all fucking lazy. I think it's a system. I think it's an Ouroboros. I believe that you basically get taught, because I mean, like I said, look at all the food that I was eating, that I've been eating since I was a kid, and it didn't have corn syrup in it before. I remember reading some of the ingredients on like the foods before, like 10 years ago, on hot dogs. There was no corn syrup in Oscar Mayer hot dogs 10 years ago. There wasn't. I read the ingredients. I know it wasn't there. So that means that they've changed it too, which means they're putting it in more and more food. I mean, it was in every ketchup bottle I read, except for the ones that specifically said like organic, homemade. There was a brown sugar one that had real brown sugar in it with no corn syrup. All right, but be careful because some of the ones I picked up and it just says modified food starch. That's cornstarch. It's a way of saying there's cornstarch in it with tricking you and making you think it's not cornstarch. Let's see here. Too much star fruit is bad for you. Star fruit? What is star fruit, bro? I don't know what that is. I noticed our cheese isn't real. Yeah, be careful with cheese, right? It'll say like 100% cheese, all right? And then you turn it over, and it says like there's no cheese or dairy in it. And the way the law reads is you can say 100% real cheese on it or something, or cheese product or something. I can't remember exactly what the verbiage has to be, but that you can't sue them for it not being real cheese. There, brown sugar. Mm-hmm. I tried to burn yellow cheese from Walmart. It reacted funny. Got to be careful, dude. What's up, Eric? Yeah, you have to watch every damn thing you eat and drink. I don't like or trust, dude. I don't touch sucralose, man. I was reading about that this weekend. I don't trust it either. Not anymore. It's in a lot of drinks these days, like Hawaiian Punch, and now, yeah. And Hawaiian Punch did not used to have fucking corn syrup, sucralose, and that shit. Remember, Hawaiian Punch was that commercial. I don't know if you guys remember that commercial when we were kids. It was like Hawaiian Punch. It was like, oh, fucking blah, 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 blah. And it was like, real sugar. Not anymore. Not anymore. It cannot be a coincidence. I had a great time in the Philippines. I would like to go there one day. God willing. Dude, yeah, man. I recommend everyone go. I would right now at the current prices, I would tell you to save up about $7,000 American. Okay, you're gonna spend between $35,000 and $5,000 on the plane ticket, hotel package, and then you're gonna spend between $1,000 and $2,000 while you're there. If you're there for as long as I was, okay. If you cut it down by half, just the plane ticket's gonna be the same, but you could probably do it for about maybe $6,000. But I mean, dude, It's some of the best money I've ever spent, and some of the best people I've ever met in my life. And it was my birthday, so like it was the best birthday I've ever had, you know. So, can I get wrenched? Oh shit, dude, you're not wrenched? Yeah, dude. Sorry, Lemon. Hang on, man. I did not even realize you weren't wrenched, bro. Sorry, bro. Hang on, I'm going. Don't yell at me, Lemon. All right. Close. Lemon. You are. How do I do this again? Add as a managed monitor. There we go. Okay. Did I do it, Lemon? I think I did it right there. Yeah, okay. Anyone else not a moderator that should be? I think it's everybody, right? Okay, anyways. All right. Back to it. Okay. Philippines is awesome. Yes. Exactly. Hawaiian Punch recipe has completely changed. Yeah, dude. They used to brag. So did High C. So did what's the other one? Not Ocean Spray. What's the one that Capri Sun? Dude, Capri Sun was like, come get Capri Sun. We're the best thing in the world, bro. Now it's just straight up fucking corn syrup. It's sucralose. If you travel outside the state, it's better than being here. I mean, I always recommend everyone to travel outside the country at least once. I don't mean Hawaii. That's not traveling outside the country. I mean, like, go to another fucking country, man. Check it out. Don't be afraid. And what were you see? What we doing? Check these other chatters. Yep. Yeah, go check out all the channels, man. Especially, Eric's an artist. LA Warriors does a couple of different things. I think she's about to start getting into like exercise, but she's in the Philippines. She's taking a lot of videos from the Philippines. She's really cool. And then Pi Yoda Yo. This guy's it's more fun. Oh shit, man. Where's Mexican Iron Man at, dude? You're being lazy, bro. I wouldn't go to Hawaii. That place is shithole, dude. Yeah, dude. Hawaii's been fucking completely ruined. Let's see here. Hey, Eric. Gracias. And I have been watching Philly in the Philippines YouTube channel on and off. He shows a lot of different places, good and bad. Yeah. Every Asian country has its pros and cons. Spurg, I subbed. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, and I learned, and something I learned about the Philippines, the reason why it's hard to find a job in the Philippines is because you graduate at 16, then you have to go to university for 4 years. And a lot of people, one, don't graduate. And when they graduate, they're either pregnant, already married, and just don't work or don't go to the university. And you can literally cap out. So, it's pesos over there. So if your work without having a university degree, your cap is 5,000 pesos a week or whatever. I can't remember the exact numbers. Luis and LA, correct me if I'm wrong, but like your highest number you could reach is like 20,000 pesos a month. That's nothing. All right, that's literally nothing. Okay, that's like chump change compared to what we make. Okay, that's like, what you make getting out of high school, even minimum wage, because it's like what, $12 an hour now. I mean, you're gonna make like 50,000 pesos a month, even right out of high school. And these guys' cap is like 20 to 30 or something. It's fucking ridiculous. If anyone wants to check out my first published comic story, Mr. Muck, can be purchased in a Golden Era Comics Presents #5 here. Cool. Yeah, Eric is a great artist. If you want to go check out his channel, he just draws, and he's a great artist, dude. He's actually really good. Yep. And they work outside the country. All right, they'll go to Kuwait, Dubai. I don't know if they go to Iran. I doubt they do, but they go to Hong Kong, Australia, Saudi Arabia to get jobs because there's no work there. It fucking sucks, dude. Yeah, man. Anytime, bro. I would be in heaven if I can work in. Dude. Don't worry. It's possible, bro. It's possible. Somewhere a beautiful woman is smiling. Oh, you don't stream as much as you used to, bro? I haven't been paying attention for like 5 weeks, dude, when I had my illness. Okay, let's get to this first story. Okay. All right. So for those of you guys that don't know Dave Rubin is a former libertarian on the left. Okay. And he basically switched sides after having an incredible conversation with the black face of white supremacy. I forget what his name is, but he was a guy running for governor in California, and he lost. I'm throwing that in quotations, but he's this is his show. I fast forwarded to where he starts talking about the Chinese balloon, and what he's talking about is, or he's trying to give an example of why we have to try to understand the way the left thinks. Because for those of you that have cut off communication with the left, like myself, it breaks my heart to think that, because I wish there was a way that I could communicate with them. But you're about to see what they see on their news. Because remember, most of these people turn on CNN and they never turn it off. It's CNN and only CNN, or MSNBC and only MSNBC. They never go look at another news source. So only that news source is the truth. And they're lying to them as they're watching the news. Okay? A lot of these people aren't bad people. They just got bad information and they believe the lie. And they're so afraid of going outside of their comfort zone that they are willing to call you a liar and, tell you that you're a bad person because they inside don't want to be wrong. So check it out.
But watch this. This is just great because, as you know, it's not just Biden that's incompetent. It's not just Pete that's incompetent. It's the entire administration that's incompetent. But why do they somehow get people to vote for them? Because they have an entire structure, a mainstream media powered by big tech that goes out of its way to defend them. It not only does that, but it would do the complete reverse if it was a Republican in charge. So here's a nice video compilation of the leftist media holding water, carrying water for Joe Biden.
Republicans argued that the balloon, the size of 3 school buses, should have been taken out over the Pacific.
If you're Biden, you're kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. Let's say he had shot this down somewhere over the country. All this metal and glass comes clanging to earth and could have hurt somebody.
And it lands on something, hurts somebody.
3 buses worth of metal will be falling down, potentially on hospitals, potentially on kindergartens. That could hit a kindergarten, a hospital, heaven forbid, fall on a kindergarten or a hospital.
Isn't it defensible that they would not want to take down something that could have hit a school or a church or a farmhouse?
It's easy to start spinning in the absence of more concrete information.
Well, obviously, this is serious, but I thought that
Don
producers
Lemon!
had smelling salts on the side of the set for Republicans who came on.
Republicans practically tripped over themselves over the weekend to call out President Joe Biden.
Oh my God, this is, just hyperventilating about this.
Is there a specific part of the country where they think, or say specifically, this is where it should have been shot down? I mean, what are they talking about?
We should have shot down this balloon over the Aleutians.
Well, they simply don't know, Jake. The administration did what politicians usually say they want administrations to do, follow the advice of the Pentagon.
Guys, the shrapnel might fall on a hospital or on a kindergarten. There were a million opportunities to blow this thing.
And again, okay, obviously it's done for our amusement and to show that, they're following a script, because there is a script. Okay. I'm sure somewhere there's some douchebag. Now that we know that the Hunter Biden laptop story was not a conspiracy theory, I'm sure there's some room where they're like printing out, this is what you're supposed to say. Here's what we're all going to say. Let's all be unified. I mean, that would make sense. Okay. But it's funny and it's sad and it's a little horrific that there's 50% of the country that believes everything those people right there are telling them. The balloon, I believe, was first noticed in Alaska. And whenever we saw it, we didn't do anything. And then a couple days later, their rebuttal was, 3 balloons were just discovered to have been floating over the country whenever Donald Trump was in office. Okay, it's always the same script. Okay, Donald Trump did it worse. Biden's done it better, blah, blah, blah. The point is the first time that we saw it floating over Alaska, we should have blown the motherfucker out of the water. But you see, the way that we handle things now with China is we want to get on the phone with Xi Jinping and we want to ask him as we cup his balls and suck his cock how he likes to have his asshole fingered. Okay. And while Joe Biden is sucking that cock and fingering that asshole and cupping those balls, he's trying to figure out exactly what it is they want us to do. You know, and then as soon as we shot the motherfucker down, like, what was it, like 5 days later or whatever, you know, after our overreaction, right? You know, Xi Jinping released a statement saying that there will be, he didn't say rebuttal. He said retaliation. He said there will be retaliation for shooting our spy balloon now. Okay, so, you know, no one respects Biden. And I got that. I understand that. And no one respects the administration. I understand that too. But at the same time, I also really wish that people would start to, on that side, not people that watch me, people on the left would just start trying to come outside of the comfort zone. Imagine how amazing it would be if Don Lemon, you know, asshole, I stick my finger under my ball sack and wipe it on a dude's fucking nose in a bar and get sued over it. Okay. Imagine how amazing it would be if Don Lemon woke the fuck up one day, stopped being a prick, and came out and said, these motherfuckers have been lying to us the whole fucking time. I mean, dude, that would shake the fucking world. Like everything would stop. The internet would break. People would be like, what the fuck? You know, they cancel him and he'd be like, go fuck yourself. Dude, it wouldn't matter, you know, but it's never going to happen. You know, he's sold his soul and he's never going to come back to the light. It's never going to happen, but one can wish. Let's see here. Let's see, where am I? Right. Yeah, I know it's got corn syrup in it. I know it's great. No problem, Lemon. Let's see here. We got, a kindergarten in the Pacific. Yeah, when we first saw it in fucking Alaska, there's a kindergarten. I laughed so hard at my friends, at my friend at State. If I live in the Philippines, just sip on Boku juice and watch Walking Around. Yeah, it's a much simpler life, dude. I never tried the Boku juice though. Don Lemon, oh my God, like a 12. Yeah, dude. You know, you talk about a guy that. Yeah, because he's a tall guy. He's like, I think he's like 6'2", 6'3". It's a big bro, you know. Like, I don't know. I'm kind of like Goku. All right, like one of my favorite story arcs was watching Frieza become a good guy. That was one of my favorite story arcs in all of Dragon Ball Z. I loved watching Goku and Frieza in season 10, whatever, fight all the people, dude. That was so fucking badass. But you know, Don Lemon's kind of like a bad guy. He's like a boss, you know, and it would be cool to watch him come over to the good side and watch him learn from his mistakes, but it ain't ever gonna happen. I'm ready to die. I'll take a nuke any day to rebuild society. Dude. I have a few conspiracy theories regarding these balloons sent up by our own government to distract us from potato brain Biden to distract me. They were actually sent by China to test us. I don't know, dude. They were saying the other day that they weren't even fucking Chinese spy balloons. That they were fucking, what was it? I forgot. God damn it. They've said so many different fucking things. But when they first came out, they were saying they weren't Chinese spy balloons. They were for some geographical study or some shit. Yeah. Don Lemon did a dirty, yeah, dude, in a bar. He pushed a dude up against the wall. This was the story. All right, I've heard different versions of it, but this is the simplified version. He got into a physical confrontation with a guy in a bar, shoved his fucking hand down his pants while he held him up against the wall, and rubbed it under his fucking nose. And that guy sued him. I'm guessing it was a gay bar, okay? But, you know, by the way, Don Lemon, that gets your ass beat in Texas, bro. All right? Eric, yes, and pseudo written. All right. Talking about food in the U.S., I saw a video of a fat lady slapping food away in McDonald's. That video made me teary-eyed, seeing food going to waste. You know, one of my worst moments in my life involved an incredibly obese, she was like 5'10", lady in California in a muumuu. And I was a fucking 19, 20-year-old stupid fucking Marine. And she ordered, this is, I don't know if you guys remember the Colossus burger. Okay. But the Colossus burger was 3 patties, Jack in the Box. I think it had 8 pieces of bacon and 3 types of cheese on a sesame seed bun with mayo and ketchup. So she ordered that, and she ordered chili cheese curly fries and a giant Diet Coke. So I proceeded to make fun of her. You know, she was so fat she had to wear a muumuu, okay? And I could smell her. I'm a big guy with hygiene, so I could smell her. And it wasn't my best moment in life, but god damn, I was so pissed. I was like, why the fuck did you order a Diet Coke? It's not like drinking the Diet Coke's gonna wash away the 20,000 fucking calories that you're about to digest. Wow. How the F is he still working? What the fuck? I can't even. Okay. All right, dude. There's a dude right now working for, is it CNN? He was caught jacking off on live fucking air. And he still works for them. They're defending child molesters, man. They're defending fucking drag queens, fucking strippers in front of 5-year-old kids, dude. They're saying that 5-year-old children can choose to have corrective gender surgery. Dude, these guys are fucking evil as fuck, man. Like, it's on a different level, man. You know, it's not even a question anymore of whether or not these guys are evil. I mean, some of them are openly socialist or openly communist or openly satanic. Dude, there's a guy on fucking TikTok right now. I think he's called the Unicorn, and he wears a unicorn horn, and he fucks his brother on live TikTok. He's a Satanist. And some of his highlights are, okay, guys, so me and my 10-inch dick would really like for you guys to support me on this satanic church that I'm joining. Oh my God, I love it so much. Please donate to us. This is my PayPal. Dude, this is real shit. This is real. Look it up. There's a dude who wears a unicorn everywhere he goes. He wears a unicorn fucking horn, and he talks about his like fucking 9-inch or 10-inch dick, and he fucks his blood brother on TikTok. It's like one of his videos. They do this like, it's like a monthly I fuck my brother fucking thing. Like, no shit, dude. Like, they don't give a fuck anymore, man. They're protecting that motherfucker's rights to be on something that kids can watch. A 10-year-old can open up TikTok right now and watch that motherfucker have sex with his brother. All right? It's not even a question anymore, and they don't give a fuck about it either. They're throwing it in our faces, and they don't fucking care. All right, let's see here. Oh, yeah, I remember that one as well. It is derangement on the level that is beyond satanic. Yeah, no shit, dude. I respect muumuus after Homer Simpson wore one. You remember that episode? He got to 400 pounds, dude. Yeah. Yes, they use a non-binary mental issue card to get away with it. Something like that. Well, remember the guy that played Flash? He's on camera hitting a chick in the grocery store. There is a husband and wife that have called the police on him because he sat in their fucking house and was like, I don't know what he was trying to do. It was like, it was very aloof what they were doing, but apparently he was trying to do something sexual with the kid. But he pulls his shirt up and he had a fucking gun in his waistband. He held them hostage. Like any other fucking person would be in prison. But when he was finally arrested for whatever charges they arrested him for, he was like, I'm trans and I identify as a woman, and I want a woman officer to arrest me. Stop touching me. Stop touching me. I'm trans. That's what I think of that shit. Why don't they drag till? Why don't they drag till? I don't know what that means, bro. Can you clarify? I'm getting sick. Yeah, no shit, dude. Yeah. Why don't they drag TikTok executives before Congress? Dude, there was a reason, and they made fun of Trump for this, Lemon. Remember that. They made fun of Trump when he tried to ban TikTok. Did you know TikTok's not allowed in Hong Kong? It's not allowed. They don't allow it in Hong Kong. It was made by the fucking Chinese, dude. I had a dude before I got kicked off of fucking Nextdoor. I had this guy argue with me for like 5 fucking days straight. TikTok is not an evil thing. China is actually a great country. Blah, 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 blah. Dude, people don't fucking want to see anything that they don't want to see. People love living like this. It's not just a defense mechanism. It's a survival mechanism because this is how they survive. Remind me to tell you guys about my theory on the 85%. Okay, I created it when I was like 25. All right, so I've been working on it for like 18 years, 20 years. You know, I mean, dude, some people, man, they just don't give a fuck, bro. And it's not that they're evil. It's just they don't have enough, you know, intestinal fortitude to actually give a shit whenever something goes wrong. Drag queen story hour, guys. I commit a crime right now. If I say it, a non-binary trans person, I can get away with it. Pretty much. Or just become a senator. Let's see here. Congress won't do jack diddly. No, they won't do shit, man. What is this? Let's see here. What you got? All right. This is what Supersburg just sent me, so I have no idea what it is. Let's see what he sent us. I'm trusting you, Supersburg.
Ja alkaa luistella naismoodissa, vaikka syntyperäisin olenkin mies. Ja sieltä on niin kuin 9 vuotta aikaa, eli siihen 9 vuoteen sisältyy aika paljon. Eli kun lähdetään ihan nollasta, niin ihan jo sitä, että pysyy pystyssä 2 jalalla, pysyy pystyssä 1 jalalla ja sen jälkeen rupeaa niin kuin uskaltamaan tehdä jotakin siellä jäällä. Ja sitten alkaa pikkuhiljaa kisaamaan ja esiintymään näytöksissä ja niin edelleen. Että sanotaan, että aika ura on ollut, mutta tietysti korona tuli.
Why would they have him on there?
Sotki kuviota. Mutta eteenpäin mennään ja homma jatkuu.
Dude, you just broke me, dude. I mean, I thought the whole point of figure skating was like this majestic, you know, like amazing. Oh, look how nimble she is. I mean, dude. You can't unsee that shit, man. Okay, bad form. Supersburg. That was great, dude. That was great. I got an eyelash in my eye. All right, so it will take prayers and interactions by those of us who know better to remove the blinders. Yeah, man, and I've tried, Eric. I'm at the point now where, you know, I do try to reach out. I talk to people every day. You know, I go to the gym in the morning and work out, and I'm talking to some of the women in there and trying to help them out too, and some of the guys in there, and just talking to just talk, you know, and try to find out exactly what people are thinking. And generally speaking, and I'm in Texas, so generally speaking, you know, a majority of my interactions with people are very positive because, you know, we have a pretty good, Texas is a pretty good state. Okay. I'm pretty hard on it. There's some things about it I don't like. The further south I go, the more racist it is, and I really hate that shit. But dude, as bad as the South is here in Texas, the Austin is just as bad, but it's different. They're racist towards white people in Austin, you know, and same thing in Dallas. When you go to Dallas, like when I walk in Dallas, people literally avoid me. When I go to a restaurant, when I'm in like Deep Ellum and I go to a restaurant, they'll like fight over who's going to be my waitress. So there's like a bunch of fucking multicolored haired fat lesbian chicks and a gay dude arguing over who's going to be my waitress. It's so stupid. So anyways, it's everywhere. That shit is funny, bro. This trans skater. I didn't even watch it when it popped up on Twitter. I don't understand. What was the point? The guy obviously couldn't skate, so why'd they have him on? I don't know. I thought, you know. Yeah, dude, Supersburg, that was epic. Lady holding the flag. Yeah. She's like, oh, yeah, you're. Ew. Oh, dude. All right. So let's move on to the next story. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. All right. So Gates ripped into Pfizer. I don't know if you guys saw this or not, but Pfizer has basically been getting. I don't want to say they're just desserts, but it's starting. Okay, we're getting it. So must watch. Matt Gaetz leaves Democratic witness squirming and stuttering when Gates exposes he's a partner with a lobbying firm that represents Pfizer. I love saying it that way, by the way. Pfizer. Pfizer. Google and George Soros' Open Society. Let's see where the link is. Okay, girls, that's not attractive. That's ugly. Let me see here. Panel 1, panel 2. Is this it? Okay, I believe this is it. Okay. No. Hey, how you doing, Bob? I'm doing good, Bob. How you doing, Bob? Look at the guy. Look at the ball in the back. He's like this motherfucker. Look at this guy. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Look. Okay. All right. So obviously this guy is okay. He's either a scapegoat or he's just a little fucking weasel. All right. But look, and this is something that I brought up a long time ago. Okay. So at a certain point, all this shit's going to come out. Look at what's going on in Arizona right now. We know for a fact that like between 60 and 70% of the voting machines just fucked up. Okay. She didn't just fucking win, dude. Carrie Lake won by a margin of like, it was ridiculous. It was like 50 to 60% or some shit. Dude, she won a lot. It was bad. Okay. So these guys have taken money from these people, these lawyers, these law firms, these everyone that was working with Pfizer, everyone was working with Soros and Google and getting all this shit done. Hey guys, let's create a vaccine. Let's mutate it. Let's get it to the world. Let's do all this shit. And again, this is all in Minecraft, YouTube, all in Minecraft. Okay. There's going to be a reckoning. There's going to be a time when everything comes to light. Okay. What is the old saying? Good will out. Okay. we're gonna figure out what these motherfuckers did. And no matter how much you say I don't know or I don't remember, dude, we're gonna figure it out. Promise. It's gonna happen. Let's see here. Let's see. Let me get rid of this shit. Hang on. All right. So yeah, there are a lot of degenerate and tomboy girl with abs. Yeah, dude, that's gross. You couldn't see? Really? I do have to go. Everyone take care. Dude, man, Eric, sorry. Dude, okay, cool. Yeah, Eric, you're always welcome, bro. All right, so I don't know what happened, man. All right, so this was interesting. So Japan has decided to file a lawsuit for the vaccine. No shit. All right. So I guess Super Spurg, no one could see that video at all. I mean, dude, I had this show you scared and everything. That's what sucks. So I'm not gonna play this video though, but Japanese researchers sue the government for hiding inconvenient truths about the jab. Dr. Masanori Fukushima, professor emeritus at Kyoto University, along with fellow scientists, announces his lawsuit against the Japanese government. Today is a matter of fundamental importance for the Japanese government to continuously collect and disclose accurate data. I have witnessed the recent fraud scandal committed by the health ministry. I have come to realize that this is a serious problem of historic significance and threatens the very existence of the nation of Japan. As a medical doctor and a scientist, I had no choice but to dare to take legal action. Take a look at the 65 to 69 and 70 to 79 age groups. Surprisingly, the number of new infections or positive cases per 100,000 is 4 times higher for people who have been vaccinated twice compared with unvaccinated people. However, in last year's data, remember, this is a doctor in Japan, YouTube, okay? This is Forbidden Knowledge, TV.net, Japanese. However, in last year's data, the health ministry deleted all that information. In fact, vaccination has been recommended based on the explanation that vaccination does not prevent infection, but vaccination prevents severe illness and reduces the mortality rate. Based on the data published by the advisory board in September 2021, the basis for recommending vaccination for all ages should no longer exist anymore, despite the fact the health ministry has pushed ahead the vaccinations. I consider this to be a national crisis. This is why I've decided to file a lawsuit against the government at this time. So, and if you guys didn't catch it, they did release a little snippet of all the countries and the millions upon millions upon millions of unused vaccination little bottles that have been thrown away. There's pictures of millions of these fucking things just being thrown down the fucking garbage chute or burned or whatever the fuck it is that they do. To the comedian acting like a leftist, it's funny. I've seen them. I've seen a lot of them, dude. There's a lot that do it. Instagram. All right, I'll check it out in a second. Hang on. All right, let's see here. I got to go to the YouTube, dude. All right, let's see here. Let's see here. Okay, we're gonna pause that. Let's do this. Remember, I don't have Instagram, so. Oh yeah, I saw that one. Yep. You're racist. All right. Let's see here. Can you see that, man? Are you able to watch it? Were you able to see that one, Supersburg? Because you said the last one didn't come up. So can you see this one? Let me see. Yeah. Let me see if it shows it on the screen. See, I don't see it. It's not showing it on the screen. All right, let's do this. There we go. Okay, let's try this one. There we go.
Don't get the vaccine, you can't go to the supermarket. Don't have the vaccine, can't go to the ball game. Don't have the vaccine, can't go to work. You don't have the vaccine,
can't go to the movies. Don't have the vaccine, you can't do your laundry. Don't have the vaccine, you can't eat food. Don't have the vaccine, can't pet a cat. Don't have the vaccine, can't smell a flower. Don't have the vaccine, you can't look at a rainbow. Don't have the vaccine, you can't DM your ex. Don't have the vaccine, you can't make a TikTok. Don't have the vaccine, you can't sit alone in a field with the mask on. Don't have the vaccine, you can't take a shower. Don't have the vaccine, you can't trim your toenails. Don't have the vaccine, you can't take a poop. Don't have the vaccine, you can't play ping pong. Don't have the vaccine, you can't have cheesecake. Don't have the vaccine, you can't have babies. Don't have the vaccine, you can't breathe air. Don't have the vaccine, you can't be alive anymore. Don't have the vaccine, you're not allowed to be buried in a grave. Don't have the vaccine, you can't smell a baby.
Wow. Yeah. Well. So I something I am curious about though, and this is just for my own morbid curiosity. What exactly? And I say this. I say this because we'll close it out after this. We'll talk about this for a little bit, and then we'll close it out. All right. So now that we've seen everything, right? Now that COVID has been officially closed by the President of the United States of America, and we're COVID free, and the world is great again, and Biden's the greatest president of all time. So, are we ever going to address the fact that you were making us put on a mask to go inside of a grocery store or a restaurant, and then we could take the mask off when we sat down? Are we ever going to address the fact that Hollywood, senators, anyone with money, any famous person was not made to wear a mask, but you close down businesses like hair salons and, grocery stores, restaurants, but strip clubs were able to stay open. Massage parlors were able to stay open. Liquor stores were able to stay open. But not restaurants and not hair places. Libraries were not allowed to stay open. Movie theaters were closed down. But we could do everything else, right? I mean, there was a lot of things, that was happening during the pandemic that it was like out of a dystopian nightmare. And I didn't even have to see a lot of it because I'm here in Texas. So I can only imagine, or thousands of people inside a plane sharing the same air. Yeah. But remember, Supersburg, the fucking air filters, right? Anyways, I want some accountability. I'm not saying that I want to see people flogged in the street. Okay, I do want to see justice. I do want to see people held to a certain standard. I do want to see people that take accountability for the bullshit that they put us through. Okay, I mean, the ventilator thing, the how many people died in New York, because of the elderly home. I want to see that. I got some funny things I want to show you. Oh, this is something really cool. Okay. All right, this is pretty badass. Here. This is on Joe Rogan. I found this and I figured I'd share it with you guys. This is pretty cool. So, I love sharks. Always have loved sharks. I think sharks are awesome. But I've always told everybody, if you swim with sharks, you're a dumbass. I don't give a fuck what you do.
In a plexiglass tank, this fucking gigantic great white comes circling them.
Oh, fuck that.
And it just fucking attacks them from the bottom and breaks right through the fucking cage.
Oh my God. Dude, don't show me this.
Bruh.
Show me it. Show me it. So this dude is in a plexiglass box.
There's the box.
And he's there in the water, and here's a shark.
See it?
Boom, and it comes right through the fucking plexiglass. Easily could have bit.
What
Look at
the
that.
fuck?
Easily.
The guy in a plexiglass tank, this fucking gigantic great white cum.
He's like, I'm gonna fucking die. I'm gonna fucking die. Oh, dude, this is good. This is an Asian. Okay, he's a YouTuber, and they've been doing this panel thing where they bring leftists on, like I'm hardcore like LGBTQ man-hating women feminists and shit like that, like evil bastards, almost some pretty big names that are against them. Okay, and it's quite obvious that they're trying to make them look incredibly stupid. Okay, and remember, the leftist idea of a discussion is to put you down, have a mental retarded reaction, be offended, and then ultimately call you a racist. Okay? I did a coronavirus test. It was negative. I'm not scared of a shark. I'm just not stupid enough to go underground. I mean, there's some sharks that are going to bite you. But, dude, if you're going to get in the water with a great white, hey, I mean, you can't fix stupid, dude. All right, last one, guys, and then we're going to call it.
Banked on this myth of white adjacency more than this model minority myth of like, instead of aligning ourselves with the Black community who've been fighting for racial justice and liberation, right, and acknowledging our own privilege and putting our bodies on the line to fight for these movements, instead we banked on white adjacency, and here we are still being pushed.
First of all, what exactly is white adjacency? Is it working hard, having families?
I don't
understand what the issue is. Statistically, Asians on average make more money, better test scores, get into better colleges, all that stuff. Why is that? We need to observe what makes people successful and unsuccessful. And I think when you look at trends that are generally true in the Asian community, usually you have families that are sticking together. People are taught to work hard in school, not get into trouble. I think that translates to why Asians en masse are successful. And I don't think you have to be Asian or white for that matter to not have kids out of wedlock, not, commit crime. That's what makes people successful. And if that's so-called assimilation, then yeah, okay, call me a pro-assimilation then.
Because apparently at a certain point, that dude looks fucking insane. At a certain point, getting married before you have kids became, evil. Not having sex before marriage became evil. All the stuff that we taught everyone to do to be successful was thrown out the window. All right? Case in point, the nuclear family. Gone. Anyways. All right, guys. I'm out of here. I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my night. I'm going to watch Tim Pool and see what news that I missed. Get some sleep, get up, do my workout in the morning. Look, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for tuning in. Super Spurg, you're awesome. All those things make sense, bro. I know, man. I know. Look, guys, just be safe out there. Watch your back. I don't know when things are going to get better, but they will at a certain point. I don't know what has to happen in order for things to get better. But look, you take care of yourselves. Try to spread as much wisdom as you possibly can. Be good to each other. And as always, guys, thank you. Thank you for everything. All right. You take care. Peace out.